I've alluded to before that DVP can be kind of misleading, and by DVP I mean just points allowed to opponents based on their position. One thing that really jumped out to me is that the Spurs are 24th in FanDuel points allowed to centers and 27th against power forwards. So generally that says don't play big men against the Spurs. But they're the fifth worst defense in the NBA against roll men on the pick and roll at 1.14 points per possession allowed. If we go to nba.com/stats to see some of the best roll men in terms of points per possession this season who have played against the Spurs, we get some pretty good results. We see Andre Drummond. He was 8,200 when he played them. He scored 38.4 FanDuel points for 4.68 FanDuel points per 1,000 in salary. And the magic number there is 5 in terms of value, because if everyone gets 5 FanDuel points per 1,000, your lineup's going to score 300, and that generally puts you in a good spot. Obviously, you want to aim higher in tournaments, but that's irrelevant for right now. Hassan Whiteside played them twice at 8,300 and 8,400. He hit value pretty easily. He scored 48.9 FanDuel points and 55.5 for a value of at least 5.8. Clint Capella, more of a value pick, 4,500, 4,600. He scored 28 and 18 against them. The 18 came in 17 minutes, so still FanDuel point per minute there. But in the other game, he scored 6.22 FanDuel points per 1,000. Anthony Davis put up a bit of a clunker. Blake Griffin, 8,700, 40.5 FanDuel points for a value of 4.66. Ryan Anderson had a bit of a bad game against them. And Rudy Gobert put up 31.6 back when he was 5,200. And remember, this is a string of pretty good performances from big men. Obviously, they are sort of those name brand big men, but also remember that this is one of the quote unquote best front court defenses according to DVP. So these are pretty promising numbers. And on short slates, it's really tough to dig this deep into like pick and roll defense and who's good on the roll. But these are the kinds of advanced defensive stats that can really help uncover some great fantasy potential for players. And this is the kind of thing that, yes, you can target the Spurs pick and roll defense, but more importantly, you can really dig deep on short slates and see some of these advanced stats and see, who might be a good play that doesn't really show up based on DVP. So if you're willing to dig deeper, even if you don't watch the games and understand pick and roll defense, you can really make some interesting plays